Or let it
Alright,
go.
it started. So, we're gonna start off with Amon. Amon, you, who for the past session, or which has really just been one whole day at this point, have been over in the Storm Ward of Ustria, where you found a Temple of Bast. Right about there. And you decided you would spend about a whole day there. During this time, as you're walking out and about, you get to the main plaza right here near the gardens, and that is when you first hear of the murder. You hear a town crier shouting to everyone that a noble, an influential noble has been murdered, and the Shah is looking to arrest the perpetrator.
Hey, Mr. Town Crier, give me a piece of that paper. Let me know what's going on, a bit more detail. Come on.
Oh, he doesn't have any papers. He just looks at you a bit odd. Yes, sir. What would you like to know?
Who got murdered and who is he looking for?
The esteemed Lord Zelmar Lascaris III was murdered by his daughter, Lady Zira Lascaris.
And I recognize that, correct?
Yes, that is Sor's full name.
Well, I'd go pale, but Amon's got white face, so he's all good.
As of now, she and her compatriots seem to be resisting the arrest warrant of the Shah. So any who are willing to help and aid in the justice of this criminal shall report to Shah Khwarezm Maradan. And he does call that last bit out to the group, to which you see a few adventurers. And actually, at this point, you actually see Ibran moving out and about. And he seems to be in the crowd. And he just kind of shrugs and starts making his way to the palace.
Making his way to the what?
The palace.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Uh-huh. Now, would I be under the impression that they would know I would be amongst the party?
The common people, no, but the
people at the palace?
yeah, the guards, yeah, just the guards probably would.
Okay, but then probably every adventurer that would, get there once they get a description of the party would then know. Okay, so I can't exactly head to the palace.
Alright, so, what are you doing?
Do I see any particularly gullible-looking guys in the out and about, like amongst these events? Like maybe some particular fresh.
Roll me a perception check.
Roll for freshness.
Alright. You see a... how should I describe him? A very fresh-faced young lad. Dark olive skin, and he couldn't look more than 16 years old. And his equipment is all rusted. It looks like it was he literally found it on a battlefield and just picked it up and decided to become an adventurer.
Oh, boy. I've got my money on me, right? Yeah, of course. I got all my stuff on me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to approach that kid.
He looks a bit... As you approach him, he does seem a bit scared, and he noticeably puts his hand on his rusty old short sword. But then once he realizes that... He does actually look around, and once he sees that no one else is doing that, you are getting a few dirty glances from some of the newer adventurers, but aside from that, he decides to keep his hand near his sword, but he takes his hand off it.
Okay, well, I am gonna look down at his hand at his sword, and I'm gonna crack a grin and be like, huh, good, I like that. Fight. You look like you've got a lot of scrap in you. What's your name? Go on, speak up, buddy.
My name is
Did you say Dur?
And he says that with a bit of an annoyed voice.
Can you spell it out this time? I got it interrupted again. You are. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, nice to meet you. I am Amon, the sorcerer. And I'm an adventurer too. Pretty awesome.
Oh, are you
pretty creative at all?
Oh,
I'm gonna fucking go.
Okay, are you here to also bring justice to the murderer?
You better believe it. And I need myself a partner, somebody that could get up and go toe-to-toe with that bastard while I weave my magic from back over here. You look the part, but you don't look dressed the part.
She's not the bastard, she's highborn.
Look, it's a turn of phrase. Come on, guy, work with me here, okay?
Are you really going to insult someone you don't know?
I'm gonna put my hand on my head. Okay. It works me into the mood.
What mood?
The mood of catching criminals. Duh!
Why do you need to be rude to get in the mood?
Because I'm the kind of rude dude. God.
Why would I want to be your partner?
Look. And I'm gonna look around. I can sense something about you, something a little bit special. I don't think any of these other guys are gonna be able to catch on to that, you know? Can I try and be convincing about this?
Well, I mean...
I want to leverage my charisma to convince him to join
well,
me.
He's listening to you. He's like, what do you mean?
Something about it. I don't know. My, sorceress perception. I can pick up that you've got some hidden talent. A latent power, perhaps.
What do you mean by that?
Something very special, my friend. I'm gonna put my hand at his shoulder. And I think I can help you unleash it. And I think I can help you help me catch these criminals and get a lot of money. And bring justice to the crown.
Roll me a persuasion check. It is literally just a
Oh my god.
Oh my god! It's just a flat. You have a plus 10. He has a plus.
Oh my god.
Can I chaos tide myself?
Yes, I'll allow it for this one.
There we go, that's better.
Oh my god. He just kind of sweats a bit and says, sure. Just try not to be too rude, okay?
All right. Okay there, buddy. I think you have what it takes, because I've heard this person has a lot of tricks up their sleeves. This noble woman.
Oh, you've heard about her? Has she committed crimes elsewhere?
No, but anytime you hear about this kind of thing, and the kind of thing you're going into, you gotta know what you're getting into. That's the kind of professional adventurer I am, don't you know?
Well, I mean, from what I heard her father's head was blown clean off. I don't think that's very tricky.
And how exactly did she get in to blow his head clean off? I mean, that's a pretty neat trick if you ask me.
I don't know. I remember the recruiter I talked to about said something about I can't remember the name of it. Something like, it's like water, but that if you move it just right or something, it would explode.
See, that's a really neat trick. Why are you saying that's not tricky? This is exactly why I need people with special latent powers to come with me. Now, come on, we need to get you some gear that isn't...
It's just crude.
What is not tricky about magic moving water that explodes?
Because it's just crude to kill someone like that.
Okay, we're getting into a semantical argument. I'm saying that this is a method of killing people that is tricky to deal with. You get me now? You understand where I'm coming from?
Tricky. Oh, I thought you meant, like, smart tricky. Like a dealer who keeps a card to himself.
Oh god.
I mean, she probably has some cards kept to herself. And not to mention, it sounds like she has some accomplices. I don't know everything about. Here, one of them is pretty fantastic spellcaster.
Yes, they do say that the captain of the Immortals with her is one of the best spellcasters in the land.
Right, but not what I was thinking of. Hey, come on, let's go get you some nice.
That you gotta.
I said not who I was thinking of right now, but look, you are wearing a rust bucket. What even is that crap?
That's my grandfather's armor.
I kind of figured. And did nobody take care of it since your grandfather wore it?
No, he kept it in the cellar.
I see. And that explains its condition. And I'm gonna poke.
And you do hear a bit of scraping as powdered rust falls off it.
So is this like magical rusty armor?
No, I don't have the kind of money to afford magical equipment.
How about normal equipment of standard quality?
I only have 2 coppers to my name.
Oh, good gravy. So why are you after this? Now, is it for glory, for the pride of your country, or do you need money?
Yes.
So that a yes to everything?
Well, no, I do need the money.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, have you always wanted to be an adventurer, kid?
Not really, I just wanted to join the circus when I was younger.
Amon's gonna get a big ol' smile on his face, and then he's gonna try and hide it, but he's not gonna do a great job. That's amazing! Why the circus?
I like animals.
Oh, dude, I think animals are great too. Alright, come on. And I'm gonna wait for him to come along. Come on, we're gonna get you some stuff that isn't garbage.
I don't want to be in your debt.
You're not gonna be in my debt, partner. I'm gonna poke him in the ribs with my...
Okay, and he nervously follows along. He doesn't know if he's gonna get his kidney stolen or what.
This foolish man does not realize he has practically made a deal with a devil.
Yeah, kinda.
He's literally just a commoner with a rusty breastplate and a rusty short sword. What do you want from him?
To not have him get killed by the deadly adventurers party he's being assigned to go, kill.
He's not being assigned to kill, he's being assigned to take them into custody.
Yeah,
Oh
and
god.
like I know what people need to do in order to get away. I don't want him to get caught in that crossfire. This kid doesn't need to die or get hurt. He needs to join the circus.
You should join our crew.
Oh my god.
We're packing
Which is the circus.
Yes.
What
Which
part
is
of
a circus.
He's literally a commoner with a rusty breastplate and rusty short sword. Do you not understand?
Team mascot now.
He has 4 hit points. A stiff breeze would kill him.
Team mascot now.
He's a mascot now.
I mean,
I'm
we
gonna-
still have the boat, right? I know I've been gone for 2 sessions.
We do.
I'm gonna turn him into a
Wonderful.
flying pirate.
Wonderful. We've got deck cabin boy, or we could just have him join a regular circus. Cabin boy is definitely good to go. In any case, no, I'm taking him to a shop and I'm actually going to buy him a regular breastplate and a regular short sword of standard quality.
Alright, that'll cost...
Maybe even one that looks kind of all decent.
Alright, that would cost you about 525... No, 510 gold.
Nice. All right.
Congratulations, he's now a commoner with a regular breastplate and a regular short sword.
Excellent. There you go. You're looking better, little buddy.
Thank you.
Now, I just want to make a point out something, a little proviso, a little something that you can do here. And this breastplate and this sword, it will see you to some success if you've got talent and combat prowess that you can use. And I can sense in you some latent potential, a hidden power. Are you certain that it's with fighting and adventuring for the money you need?
Yes, there's nothing else I know aside from farming, but farming won't get me the money I need.
Okay, farming. Yep, that's true. What about pawning off this breastplate you have here and this?
That still wouldn't get me the money I need.
And how much money did you need?
30,000.
God, what the hell?
My father was a gambler.
Oh god.
Do I have a career prospect for you?
Do you care much for your father?
No, but when he died, all the debt got strapped onto my mother.
Oh dear. Welp. Aim is now pinching the... Yeah, he is pinching the bridge of his nose. What has he gotten himself into? Well. What would you say to working on a boat?
Working on the... You mean like a galleon?
Sure, let's call it that.
I guess I could.
Wonderful.
You aren't the pirate, are you?
No.
I noticed that little draw there, and you do kind of look like a pirate.
I mean, when I was a kid, I kind of always dreamt about being a pirate, but not this kind of pirate. No, that was more of a pirate sailing through the astral seas on my own spelljammer, fighting against Elithids and space drow.
He begins backing off slowly.
Hey, where you going, kid?
Thank you for the equipment, but I really have to go now. And he ducks around the corner and begins hoofing it.
Ah, come back, her. Ah. Well, shit, I gotta deal with this crap with the rest of the guys. Where would I know that they would be at?
You know that the Lascaris Manor is right here. In the blue box.
But that's where the murder happened, presume?
Yes.
Okay, so... And that is where I last knew the party. Okay, I will kind of stalk towards it.
Alright. As you do approach, you do see guards have blocked off the entire area around it.
Okay. And how about the kind of guards? I know this town has some, intense looking, intense, like, psychic type people. Is it this in this town, or is that no? That was in the.
That was in Saruna High. No, not
Saruna High. Okay.
No, Sutesh. God damn it. Yeah, no.
Right. Sorry.
There are psychics in other parts of Saruna High, but Sutesh is where it's most commonplace.
But it's not in here right now, in this kind of area.
Not necessarily. No, you might find a noble or two who has some psychic potential, but not really. stuff of every person, or the elite guards would have it.
Gotcha. All right. Do I see any open doors that are, probably guarded, but
No, and the blockade isn't really around the house. Let me kind of. I need to get a. That's the blockade right there.
oh, I see. So it's in the area around the town,
Yeah,
in like the whole block.
It's blocking off the entire district.
Where is our boat at?
Right over here in this dockyard.
Okay. Well, presuming that they got away from the house, I'm gonna make my way.
Over to the ship.
Yeah. And I'll try and stay out of sight as best as I mean, I'm dressed as I am. I know that's gonna be hard, but I'll
Yeah.
do my
So
best.
do roll me a stealth check with disadvantage, since you stand out quite a bit.
Crossing my fingers here. Not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah. As you are walking, let me. All right, you managed to get to the ship with no issues.
Okay. Do I notice if like there are people keeping an eye out around the ship in particular?
Yeah, there are a few more guards than normal at the docks, and they do seem to be more concentrated around the ship itself.
Okay. Is there anybody on the boat?
No, not that you can tell.
Damn, we're in a tight spot. Well, poop. Well, Amon is going to take a sit and just kind of ponder about it for a bit while I ponder about what to do next.
All right, and
I'm not sure where else they would go.
All right, and while you're doing that, everyone. Well, no, you know that they're holed up in the manor.
Oh, they are holed up in the manor?
Yeah, no, that's what the town crier said.
Oh, I thought that they were on the run.
No, they are trying to avoid being arrested by a staying. That's why there was that blockade. It's more like a siege.
Okay, so they're laying siege to it. Gotcha. All right then. In that sense, as since I had completely misunderstood that, but that is a lot more sensible. I would obviously understand what's going on there. I am going to kind of like backtrack to that area, to that blockade. Would I be able to see a place where I'd be able to slip through in the area of a minute with like greater invisibility?
Greater invisibility. If you just cast it in the street and ran past, you'd be able, like, just dead sprinted straight to the manor. You'd be able to get there.
I'd be able to make it because that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, because let's see, it's only. Let's say you start off right there. Yeah, it's only 125 feet. You can just sprint
Yeah,
there.
that's doable. Yeah, that'd be like 2 or 3 rounds tops. Yeah, okay. As soon as I'm just kind of in the ice, like I've got on my sight on the blockade, and I kind of see a space between the guards where I can kind of slip through. Obviously invisibly, but without bumping into people as best I can.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
And
dash
they
for
aren't
it.
really looking outwards because they assume that the entire group is on the inside.
Marvelous.
All
Well,
right,
I am bolting towards it.
so you're running towards the banner?
Yep, invisibly booking towards the manor and any door I can see or a low window.
Right. You do see a door. It is a front door, but that does look like there's the highest concentration of people there. I will put you on the map as everyone else. You all have woken up for the day and are spending your time in the manor. In the night, Jain brought most of his immortals here, his pet Spinosaurus, and Jaitier is currently pillaging the kitchen.
Oh,
It
bless
sounds like
that
a plan.
dragon.
So is that door open?
No. Oh, wait, I'll take Ren off and Decima off. They'll be helping Jaitier pillage the kitchen.
Pillage that kitchen. Pillage, pillage, pillage.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna be running up towards the door and opening, like swinging it wide on open. Right on.
Are you invisible?
Yes, I am
The
invisible right
moment
now.
you do that, all three of the immortals in the room draw their bows and begin to fire unless someone says something.
The sword doesn't know it's Zaymon because he didn't say it's him.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna scream and cast shield, and the most I eventually go. "Ah!"
Yeah, that's 9 shots on you.
Oh god. Do I recognize the screaming?
Yes, but as soon as he screams, they lose each of them loses 3 arrows.
Nice.
Oh god.
That was a very vampire scream.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So let's see, their modifiers, I believe, are pretty decent.
That'd be a 17 to hit me, by the way.
Okay, 17 needed to hit. Okay, I think a lot of them beat.
Nice. Amon's gonna be going right down.
Yeah, they have a plus 10 to hit. So.
Oh wait, I am
Is he
invisible.
Yeah,
so it's
he's-
disadvantage.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
a disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh god.
Okay, so the least of each. So 6, 5. Okay, so that's already 1 hit. What? I need to check their damage. I roll for damage. Alright, plus.
Only 3 of them miss.
Okay, 1.
4 of them miss.
Okay.
4 miss.
Okay, how many hit? Okay, 5.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
5d8. Alright. 5d8. 5 times 3 is 15. And then 5. Oh god.
Amon's down.
Oh god.
And when he does that, he reappears as he steps in the door.
Oh god. As the
He just sort
sword
of
is like,
slumps. So he just sort of like appears. He's got his finger up because he's just trying to say, "Hey guys, better watch
Oh.
out."
It's like that one gif where the guy steps
Full
in the
of arrows, and then he does like a spin, falls on his. Not on the
sword.
arrows.
yeah. Sword is just like, oh, stop, he's a friend. Fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, it's that guy.
Jesus
From
Christ.
bleeding out.
Yeah, and he is bleeding out. At this point, you see Jain kind of somewhat limp into the... what in the hell's happened here?
My friend arrived. Am I going to try? Can I try and? Oh god, maybe I'm not the best to bandage
Maverick
him up.
goes ahead and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, thank god.
You have a lot of strange friends.
That is us.
I feel like we're going to get into a lot of trouble.
You should only know. I mean, this group started in the Underdark.
I love it.
Wait, you guys are in the Underdark?
Yeah,
Your,
well, me and Decima at least.
yeah, your friend should have... He shouldn't have rushed in. On that side note, you 3, excellent shooting. But next
suppose.
time, don't be so overzealous.
Thank you.
Let's see.
It's really hard to talk with a bunch of arrows in the
Yeah,
lung.
and Jain walks over to you, and he does look very bad, very pale and flushed.
Hey guy,
And
got-
I-
the dumb.
and he's gonna hold his hand to you and fail. All right. So that's 26, and then another 31. So 26 and 31.
Oh, that would definitely cap me.
All right, and that is
I'm assuming the arrows just pop right out too.
14. So he's at 50 for the day.
I am gonna stand up, brush the arrows off.
He very quickly closes the door.
Sorry about that.
What were you thinking about running in here blindly?
Well, I was thinking about warning y'all about the whole city. They are looking at having a bunch of adventurers coming after you guys. So
No, that's why we're all here.
yeah, that Bran fellow was also heading towards the castle after he heard about the king's call to arms.
Yeah, we really need to find a way out of here before he joins the call.
Yeah.
Wasn't there an entrance to the Underdark in the basement?
There's an entrance to the under. There's an underdark on this place.
Apparently, the cunt of a head house of this place decided to invite cultists underneath the house.
So
Lovely.
there's a tunnel out of here.
I don't know.
Wait,
I mean, if it's to the underdark, it'll be out of here. But that could be a frying pan into the fryer situation.
wait. Would we still be in trouble if he's technically not dead?
What
What?
do you mean?
Hmm,
His head exploded.
Then I fed him to something eldritch.
Oh yeah, by the way, they know about his head exploding.
Yes,
It's
and-
pretty damning
and,
indictment already.
yeah, Kyle, are you there?
Yep.
Alright, so Ujjain leaves the room and he goes over to where you're. I'm just gonna say it's this room right here. It's been made into the impromptu war room. Let me just put you down. And he just kind of steps in the room and he looks at you. Come on, I have need of you.
He'll just stand up. Good nod.
Alright. And as he's leading you there, he turns around. So, how do you find your weapons?
Quite excellent.
Good. You may need to use them very soon. And he leads you into the dining room. And he looks to the rest of the group. Jesus Christ. Alright. Everyone else. And he motions you forward, Kyle. Introduce yourself to them, and they will tell you about these tunnels they found.
He will look over everyone slowly and nod his head.
Yeah,
And bow down.
You see that this tiefling over here has taken very heavy damage that has been healed.
Yeah, it's been healed. So my very nice clothes have been very, very tattered at the front, like total Swiss cheese.
He will bow. Ramira front.
Pleasure.
I'm gonna tip my hat. Nice to meet you.
Ramir will do the thing with the hand as he goes up. The pale white mask puts a smile on, and the black and blue tentacles come from the eye
God.
as like it was painted on.
Interesting.
Did I miss the part where everyone gets tentacles?
Tentacles are love. Tentacles are life.
That's neat.
Tentacles?
You're attracting a lot of weird people.
Just should only know.
Like, two of us have tentacles now. I don't know what the hell is this tiefling's deal, but apparently he runs into arrows.
I run into a lot of shit. But arrows, I mean, like that, again, I'm pressed. Guys, if there is a promotion that I can bid for you to get, I will do it.
They just remain silent.
I know you have to stand there and be stoic, and I'm impressed.
This guy's a lot taller than I am.
So, who exactly are you?
He once again bows. Ramir Effront. Here to help.
Cool.
Right.
I like the mask. What are you good at?
I bet he's a rogue. One of those stabby, sneaky guys.
Yeah, we kinda are.
A lot of Shankswell Guttingham folks, huh? I mean, I'm not that stabby sneaky. I'm actually kind of bad at sneaking.
I dabbled in both my youth.
Fast combat.
Moxie does not look that old.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, alright.
So,
But
how
there's-
exactly are we going to get out of here? I mean, I've heard mention of this tunnel to the Underdark, and quite frankly, I don't know what to think of that.
I don't
I
even
wa-
know if it actually is a tunnel to the Underdark. I-
Might not, but the tunnels are worth investigating, and Ramir is the best scout I have.
I mean, there's a curse that would
There's a
bring
curse.
something really bad if we get to the water.
What?
No,
What?
never mind.
Are you suggesting that we all leave and leave you and your men here?
You all are leaving. Take Ramir with you.
Okay.
Well, if we find it does go to the Underdark,
I
No.
don't want to go to the Underdark again.
going
There
to
are
the
all
Underdark.
cunts down there.
You say that, I've
those
met a lot of
gnomes
people.
can be alright.
Yeah, but they were the first cunts I met. They tried to take us as slaves. That's how I met Decima.
It's a good
Oh.
story in the end.
Desma, you're not in the room. You're in the next room with Jaitir and Ren raiding the pantry, helping the young dragonling eat up, all to her heart's content.
Yay!
Well, I was personally hoping to get to the boat, but I imagine that's swarming with guards. And out of the question. Do you like killing guards? We can kill some guards.
I would rather not. Those guys are just doing their jobs. What about these tunnels? Maybe they don't go to the Underdark. Maybe they just lead someplace else. Like outside of town.
If they can lead partially to the ocean, we can make it to our boat.
There you go.
Can
I
any of
checked
you,
out the boat. They don't really have anybody in particular guarding it.
Can any of you like swim? Propo?
Oh, I can float.
I'll carry you.
Touch me and you probably get stabbed. No offense.
That's just for the water, dear. Not, nothing like that.
I still can't promise you won't be stabbed.
Yeah, take her seriously on that.
Swim on your own then.
Anyway, as much as I'd love to leave this place, I don't feel comfortable leaving my mother in a trouble that has been caused due to me.
She'll be in perfect hands with me and my men.
Cat, please silence.
Oh, hug that kitty.
By the way, Ahmed, right? That's your name, right?
Yeah, that's Amon.
All right. So, what you heard out there, they're after who?
Well, they're after I cannot exactly remember what not Decima, what Sora's proper name is.
Sira.
I mean the whole full thing. I was going to try and say
Yeah,
the whole
Sira
thing.
Lascaris. Yeah, Sira
Zira
Lascaris.
They're after Zira Lascaris and her accomplices, as identified by the is it Sultan or Sor? I can't remember what it is. Shah. As identified by the Shah, who I'm pretty sure saw all of us with.
Yeah, she did see everyone except for Ren.
Can your
And
immortals
Moxie.
shapeshift at all? Assume the form of another person?
No.
Do you have anyone in employ that can do that?
No?
There are exceptions. I try not to train my men who are frontline troops in trickery. The only exception
Unfortunate.
is any gestures to Ramir. He is more unique.
Hey.
We could have used a fake saw as a diversion to draw the guards away from town.
Unfortunately, I don't think anyone could quite capture how she looks, even with magic.
Remember this guy's kid? Maybe.
No, what I'm getting at is she has a strange. It's like looking at a king cobra. It's beautiful, but it could kill you.
Huh.
It just needs to convince the common rabble.
Quite accurate description.
I don't really get that sense. But okay. Just an idea.
But no, you and your companions can try and leave through these tunnels, and we will maintain a guard here.
That's
And-
the best thing we've got for now.
Well, and
There's
then
also-
what? You're
there's
gonna
also-
be held responsible for helping what I would probably be assumed a fugitive.
And he just shrugs.
Oh yeah.
And he just shrugs. Well, I've already helped you, so that's out of the boat. And if I were to turn you in right now, which is out of the question, you would most likely be found guilty, despite the evidence to the contrary, and put to death.
Amon's gonna nod. Yeah, they're looking to flog you. I'm pretty sure they were going to flog you to death.
This fucking corrupted piece of shit of a land.
This is why I took the piracy.
To Satesh now.
See, this
Yeah.
is why people become pirates.
Amon's gonna nod.
He gets it.
I suppose leaving is the better option. I didn't really plan to return to this place anyway. I'm only concerned of what will happen to my mother. If anything,
Well, they're after us, not her. They probably assume she's just another victim.
yeah, probably.
That's actually a good point. She might be able to. Could she inherit the house?
I think it goes to one of your uncles, right?
Probably. I mean, unless the child my mother is carrying was actually after that cunt, it would go to him. Or her, or whatever, I don't know.
Well, what would happen, Thor, is it would go to your uncles and they would take over the estate, and then when her child was born, if it was ever born, that child would inherit the estate.
Yeah, and then knowing how corruptive this
Yeah, they'd probably,
this place is, yeah.
Yeah, they'd probably kill her to get the child out of the way.
Yeah. I do not trust my mother being here alone with this corruptive land.
So, we need to draw the guard somewhere else in the city so we can get to the boat. Or drag her through the Underdark.
I agree.
Oh, Jane, how would my mother be safe? What would happen?
If the disguise doesn't work,
There are over 20 immortals here, including myself. If we can't keep her safe, then nobody can.
Yes, but then what? Are you gonna be holed up in this place forever?
Leave
Can the guards
We'll leave
fly?
eventually. No.
And
Do they look like they
Because
have
there's a-
wings, girl?
Not your guards. The city guards.
Why would they be able to fly?
Because there's a griffin outside that can carry the mother. Out of here.
that's our griffin.
It's still a way out.
You do know that griffin is Ren's the paladins?
Yes, and there is the high possibility that they would simply shoot it out of the air.
I'm trying.
Well, what do you say we scout inside of these caverns and see if it's the way out? Then maybe we can lead your brother out that way.
But then what? It's not safe for her to travel with us.
Okay. So your other option is what? Leave her here? Do you have some place you'd
That
like us
is what I
bring her
want to make sure of before I leave. I already left her once without knowing what would happen.
So let's
not
find
about
her
to
out a way to get out of here and bring her with us.
And then where?
We could
Knowing
cross
the-
that bridge when we come to it, but sitting here just saying, and then where,
Well, that restaurant.
isn't really going to help.
That's always a safe place.
He has a point.
Okay, yeah. And that might not be a bad point.
So I was
That is
thinking,
true.
make the distraction and try and get her to the boat.
However, before we do go into the tunnels, Jane, could I have a word with you in private?
Of course.
Alright. So she just walks over to him.
And he leads you out of the room and heads over here.
Hey, Vexel, where's ICZ?
Hmm?
Alright.
Oh.
So, I will take Soar into the basement really quick. Get over here, you piece of shit. Alright, so he pulls you into this room and crosses his arms. What do you want?
I want to thank you for all you have done this far for both me and my mother. You have gone out of your way when you didn't have to.
Would I have done
And-
anything else?
You keep saying such. You have done nothing but being kind when I've been showing mistrust. But considering I come from this place, I've always need to treat everyone is out to get something.
Everyone is. I'm no different.
And what is it that you are looking for in this marriage?
Personally, I'd prefer it if I couldn't even make you happy, at least content. Because you'd probably never be happy, but content is a possibility.
Well, I've been happy with my friends, so it is possible. However, the reason why I'm pull you aside like this is I wish to know if I were to accept this marriage, what would happen? Would I be taken directly with you to your estate and become some kind of housewife? Or would you allow me to continue on traveling with my friends? There's still things I wish to do.
I would allow you to travel, of course. We are only agreed to be married. Nothing says that I have to chain you down. Though, if you did insist on leaving, I would insist on you taking Ramir with you. And like I am insisting now.
Mm, yes. That is more than acceptable.
He is the only one of my men that I can trust 100% completely and fully.
Mm. You... She looks at Jane for a moment and just, like, as you study him for a bit, can you try and see if he's actually, like, genuinely caring for Saul?
I mean,
With her
inside,
horrible, with her horrible insight. Oh, wait. Oh, for fine, for once.
I mean, it seems like that, but as always, the inner machinations of his mind are an enigma to all
Yeah.
but him.
If I also were to accept this, I mean, then my mother could perhaps be safe with you.
You mean live at my family home?
If it's possible, otherwise
I was going to take her there regardless.
Does he say that, like, maliciously, or?
No, he doesn't say it maliciously. He just, it's just more like, hey, look, I was gonna take her there regardless. It seems like he's under the impression that you're only willing to go through with this just because he's being nice to you.
Yeah. I see. You just so I get it right, that you get the impression that he would do that regardless of whether Sor would go through it or not, if I get it right.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You have been such a confusing man to me, Jane.
Try not to be very confusing.
But and yet somehow you are. I mean, are you going to be satisfied with a loud mouth and a rude wife as me that probably gonna get you in a lot of trouble?
I'd prefer that to a wife who sits there and acts like a slave. Now, another thing, there is one thing I would wish to talk to you about as well.
Yes.
Pyra, how did you meet her?
Who? It cut out.
Pyra.
She invited me out into the desert.
Ah, so she's the one who staged the attack.
What attack?
You think I don't know that the attack in the marketplace was staged?
Well, a lot of things doesn't go. It's very hard to fool you now, is it? There's no point in me in denying it, since you already know.
Trust me, I have eyes and ears everywhere.
As it seems.
I will offer
But
you
yes.
this word of warning if you are to set out. Do not trust her at all. And if I had known that it was Pyra that you were going to meet originally, I would never have allowed you. This is one of the few situations I would have forced you to stay.
How do you know Pyra?
To put it this way, the the entirety of the upper nobility have heard her stories. Have you... This might be rather hard. because it's not a story told much outside of Sutesh, but have you ever heard of the Night of Bloody Tears?
Have I?
Roll me a history check.
Alright. There it is.
Right. 14. Nope.
No, I have not.
I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I thought not. It's not a story the Oostrians would tell you. Pyra was born to the powerful Ifriti Jinn Iblis. Allegedly the first.
Him I've met, yes.
And he cocks his eyebrow at you, a bit disbelieving.
Would I lie?
He just lets out a sigh. I've heard strange things. But back on track. He was brought out of a temporary isolation by Suteshi mystics, and the high priest himself died in order to temporarily form the contract between the pharaoh and him. And in exchange, the pharaoh gave up his sister to Iblis for a term of 1 year. And after 1 year, Iblis would bless the bloodline of the pharaoh with his child. And a year passed, and he did. The child was the joy of the kingdom. And how should I put this? It was almost like something out of a fairy tale. How it was. She was actually betrothed to my grandfather. But word got out that she had an affair with a very high-ranking mystic, the second in command and of the royal mystics. And well, there was an argument. Half the mystics were found dead, and when the nobility attempted to bring Pyra in, she slaughtered them. Men, women, children, all of them. And then she was, before we were about to strike the killing blow, she was spirited away by Iblis. And we thought that was the end of that. Now that she's re-emerged, new issues present itself.
She was speaking about things she wished to do in order for help me, like her condition.
Was that you cut out for me?
Yeah, she was speaking about the condition of helping me as well. Quite disturbing now from knowing the tale. But it raises questions then.
Yes, it does. So, do not trust her, and I do ask that you do not speak with her again.
She's gonna see the insight if she, or does it look utterly concerned?
He actually does. There's no, hiding it. He does, aside from when he was fighting that shadow dragon, he's never looked this concerned.
And is that true, genuine concern? Alright. You have... And she just looks at him and just like she closes her eyes and just like gently shakes her head and makes a small little laugh, as in like she can't believe this kind of thing. I was like, I never thought that someone would be able to nestle it away. But you, Jane, you managed to After spending time with you, I have judged you harshly due to your family. They do have quite a reputation.
And it is well deserved. I do not blame you for your harsh judgment. I would probably give far worse were I in your position.
However, the time I've spent, you have shown me nothing but the opposite. Therefore, I have made my decision, Jane. Once I am done traveling with my friends and help them, I wish to help Decima. Help her and Petra. But once it's done, I'm coming back to marry you. On my own accord. Not because this house. I'm doing it as Sor, not Sira Lascaris.
And he looks down at you because I forgot he's absolutely massive. I would have it
He's such tall.
I would have it no other way. Now go. Meet back with your companions.
Yes.
And
You
I
take
will,
care of my mother.
I will, and I will do my best to keep track of you, and so that you might know of how she progresses.
That is good. And if something happens to my mother, someone is gonna get stabbed.
Hopefully not me. And he opens the door for you.
Then she walks out.
All right.
Face all the time.
Alright.
Jane is like pale.
Yeah, he is pale, very pale.
No.
Reef, you would have.
Decima's OTP.
Yeah, I forgot.
I know.
Kyle, you would learn that Jain is very pale, and you all know that he's just as pale because he suffered very extreme necrotic damage yesterday. Literal bursts of necrotic fire from a dragon. So he's going to be a bit pale.
Yeah, so as they entering, Sora is just gonna make like this playful punch on his shoulder, say, "Well, you should probably less. It looks like I can make you fall at the moment."
Oh my god. If only Decima were there.
Wait, aren't you in the game?
Oh,
Yeah, I am.
But she's
But
not
I'm not there. I don't see this lovey-dovey behavior.
Oh yeah, because I forgot. Alright, so, is everyone else going to the basement?
Well, we were talking about moving the mother, so we should check if the mother's in a state to move, right?
You're gonna... really quick, I'm
Well-
gonna... Actually, no.
Well, I did want to have a quick word with my mother before. However, she is safe here. Jane will look after her.
No. I was gonna go check on her while you were talking to him anyway.
Oh, you were doing that while they were talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we were talking, we thought, we're talking about moving her, we should check she's able to be moved. At which point I would have went to check. Wherever the fuck she is.
She's upstairs.
Yeah, I will bring you upstairs. So, you're going upstairs?
Yep.
Ooh.
Why is Isarazar in my mother's room?
Oh my god. This is not my OTP.
God damn it, baby, you bitch.
Ooh.
This is my no TP.
Alright.
Daddy dragon.
No.
Ramir, you don't notice anything. You will. Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna use my DM int.
Alright, Moxie, before you do that, you go up these stairs, and you notice, you walk along, and it's only really about here that you notice something is up. All the immortals are leaning against the wall, just kind of leaning there. Jesus fucking Christ!
My God.
You're in another game with me. You know this is what happens.
Yeah, so, Kyle, you go up to where the black spot is on the map, and I will get back to you. You don't notice anything up to there. And nothing happens up to there, and that... On the southernmost end of the map. Can you see it? I'm gonna...
I swear to fucking God, if that fucking
Right
dragon.
Yep, and I will get right back to you. As you see these pits in the ground, the first and last one that you see are 40 feet deep, and the one in the middle seems to go down to a tunnel below. I will jump back to everyone. Alright, so, Foxy, as you walk around, you just see the immortals just kind of standing there. None of them even react as you walk by.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush because they're being weird. Stumping against walls.
And you notice this one is kind of leaned up against the wall, the door, so you'd actually have to politely ask them to move.
Well, if he's slumped, I just open the door.
Alright. You do, and he falls off to the side on the ground, and you see...
I pressed it.
Yeah, you see Soar's mother with... She's kind of chuckling and giggling as Lord Icerazar is sitting there. He somehow got in, and he's reciting very bad poetry to her.
Oh my fucking God.
And the dragon
I
is
hate
hurt.
it. I hate it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan
And
of.
he looks at you, Moxie. Oh, what are you doing here?
This is not the proper way to woo a lady, sir.
I'm not trying to woo her. I'm keeping her
I don't believe you.
If I were trying to woo If I were trying to woo her, I would bring her flowers. I am simply keeping the fine lady entertained by reading the worst poetry I've collected over my travels.
Right. Poetry is how you try to woo people. People do it all the time.
Oh, believe me, if I wanted to woo her, she would already be wooed.
Right. Why are you breaking in again?
I didn't break in, and Soar's mother speaks up. Oh, no, he didn't break in. He politely asked to see me. He said he was with you all. And that he helped
The guards are unconscious, and he's constantly causing trouble for your daughter.
They're unconscious, and Icerazar looks in her eyes. Oh, my dear Moran. You don't need to worry about a thing.
Would you stop charming the woman?
And she smiles and says, okay. And Icerazar stands up. Oh no, they're not unconscious, they're fully dead. I snapped their necks.
What?
Well, they were very harsh on me. I wanted to visit the fine lady. They said no. So I wanted to put their name to the test. They failed.
You haven't charmed her again, have you?
And he looks down at her, and then back at you. No.
What?
I would never use magical charms on a woman. And speaking of, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That beats.
You say as you try it.
It was worth a shot.
Dude. Guy. Come on.
On what?
Does Thor have to come up there and stab him again?
Why are
don't-
you really after this?
What do you mean?
This isn't the proper way to do it.
Oh, but it's so fun. Could you imagine if it was Thor who came up here and saw the dead bodies and saw me reading bad poetry to our mother?
Oh God.
Her enchanted mother at that.
She only got enchanted after I decided to confess to the murders.
Oh, fucking hell. Just call for Thor and she'll stab him for you.
Well, we need to move her anyway.
Where to?
Going downstairs. I'm
Alright.
gonna pick her up.
Don't fucking tell him.
And
I'm going to pick her up.
as you go to pick her up, he picks her up and says, I'll do it.
I don't think that's a good idea right now.
Oh god.
Oh, and why not?
There's going to be a lot of mistrust around you at the moment. So, for the betterment,
Don't make me
it'd be easier if you weren't holding her.
don't make me wrestle over this fine lady. We might tear her in half.
Shit.
Look,
I'm puking in my mouth right now.
hand her over.
Um,
I don't want to cause any more conflict with the group than we have to. There's a lot of problems going on and we don't need to stress them all.
I agree. Dimension door. And
She's pregnant!
and he's taking the
No!
fetus. Sir.
No, you're not supposed to fly while pregnant. The same goes
The
for
fetus
teleporting.
just drops.
No! No!
And
Wait,
No,
I
the
thought...
rules of the
They
spell.
left it behind.
Yeah, and he appears here carrying her bridal style. I have arrived bearing the fine lady for you, dear Sor.
Well, I'm going to charge.
Sword is instantly
the fuck
grabbing a
downstairs.
knife.
Yeah, you would end up, right there.
Hold on. You can bring along one willing creature of your size or smaller. Only
She's charmed.
one.
Fetus, it's not a creature at this point.
It's an.
It's a
okay.
tumor at best.
Oh god.
Okay.
Sword is like seeing her mother in his arms. She just takes out another dagger and is like, Lord, and just speaking through her teeth. It's like, Lord,
And at this moment,
Sarazar?
the mortals have drawn their bows, and they're hesitant to shoot because she's right there.
Yeah. Sword is casting glances at them. It's like, if you fucking dare shoot my mother, I swear to God.
They weren't intending to shoot her. They were
Yeah.
just drawing their bows ready for combat.
Yeah.
Let me
Nice
know when I
setup.
get to arrive.
You...
Nice, Sarazar.
Yes?
Put down my mother now.
Should I?
Yes.
I
Don't make
want
me
to.
stab you again.
Oh, come on, ICZ.
Oh, but it's so fun watching her boil in anger.
That doesn't look like anger. That looks like worry. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. She cares about her mom, who she went all this work for. And, you're just kind of being a dick about it.
Oh, so she cares about her, so I should put her down, right?
Well,
Careful.
I mean, you should take care not to actually harm her.
Oh, I won't.
Or keep putting her in these difficult
Yeah,
situations.
and he moves the bridal carry to one hand along, and you would appear at this point, Moxie. He holds her in one hand by the hip, and he just tosses her in the air.
Oh God!
He's charmed her
Mark
again.
immediately casts Featherfall.
Yeah, Sword is almost like casting Levitate.
Yeah, and she gently falls down to the ground next to you, Malric. And she claps her and says, "Oh, that was amazing, Lord Iserazar." Oh,
He's
right.
charmed her again and he tried to charm me.
Oh, right. And let me
What?
drop that.
Also, he killed the immortals upstairs.
He did
That-
what?
He just starts getting pumped full of arrows. All right, let's see.
Nice shots.
That it's now 2, 4, 6 shots because they use their special ability. But they are actually going to use their superpowers on this. So, 60-20.
Oh my God.
Okay, all of those hit.
He's such a fucking cunt.
All right, so let's see. So let's see, 68, 3, 6, 12, 18, plus 2. So 12d8. Then and 21d10. 213 points of damage.
Fuck.
As you just see a large dust cloud appear right where he was. Ow!
Top-notch shots.
And they are knocking their arrows again, and he just raises his hand. No more! No more, I get the point.
No, keep it going. He hasn't learned his lesson yet.
Did someone load a gun?
What was that?
That's kind of what they're doing. They're all gonna fire again. And
Hold on, where did that sound come from?
Guess.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, where'd you get that? How'd you do that?
Oh my god, the exact same damage. You all see
Holy
another
shit.
dust cloud.
Wait, do we hear that from the kitchen?
Yes, you hear
pantry?
it.
Do I feel that?
Yes, you do. And you feel the psychic weight. It seems like 3 immortals are going all out to kill something.
Oh my god.
I'm coming back, baby.
I found him in your mother's room, reading
Alright.
poetry. And he has charmed her and attempted to charm me.
Alright, yeah, and at this point he does look dead. He has a massive hole in his chest cavity. His head is completely popped around 180 degrees. His body is mangled. He's missing one of his legs and one of his arms.
Make sure. Give it another shot.
He's dead.
No.
Make sure. I don't trust him.
So
Yeah, she's got a
that
point. He
was-
might not be dead.
that was graphic. I mean, I think that was a bit overkill. He's just a guy or a dragon.
No.
You think? And he stands up, very mangled, as his head starts to slowly pop back into place.
Maverick screams, jumps up on the table, and shoots him with his flamethrower.
I told you to do it again.
He's just like, ah!
What's going on out here?
And you see Icerazar. You can actually see through Icerazar. You see Malak on the table. You see Sor. You see Jain. You see him pumped full of arrows. At this point, Reef, you would appear in the kitchen right behind Decima.
Amon is just in the entryway of the room, sipping
Yes,
on it.
you're-
If he had a coffee,
you're
he'd be
just-
sipping on it.
Yeah, and,
You're just out of the cone for the flamethrower.
yeah. And
What?
Decima, his head is looking straight at you. Oh yeah, you're still on the. My bad, Kyle. I completely forgot.
It's all good.
Hey,
no.
Decima.
So I'm
What
right
in
here.
the Sonny's name is going on?
Ah!
ICZ showed up, and as he does, and he's going to gesture to everything going on, this happened.
And at this point, so your mother has fainted. At this.
Oh.
What?
Did
She
she?
fainted once
Yeah.
she stood up and she saw the mangled corpse.
Yeah, she hovers over.
Ah,
Can everybody stop?
yes, please. I'd really hate to kill you all. Ah! And he
What
popped.
the hell is this guy?
He popped.
Why are you friends with him?
It's
It's a
about
long story.
It's right here where he is. Okay, so Kyle, starting from here, it's about 20 feet, and from here, it's about 40 feet. More like 50, actually.
Okay. In case I just need to let loose.
Yeah.
What?
Can everybody calm down?
What is going on?
I decided to walk the fair lady down the stairs, and then everybody shot me.
While you had her charmed again,
I can't help it if I have that effect on women.
you attempted to
don't
cast a
know-
charm spell on me
no.
as well.
Not my fault I have that problem with women.
Oh my god.
You're really not my type.
At this point, Giant just kind of blows out. How are you still alive?
Can
It's a
we?
vampire.
How did he get in? They can't get in unless they've been invited.
He was. Oh.
He's killed all your immortals upstairs as well.
He what?
Yes.
Ooh.
Why did you do that?
You
Captain,
want me to set him on
permission to
fire
take
again?
action?
Are you guys sure?
And
I believe I
Zion
said I
is
saw his.
marching with his axe.
Oh god.
Please, he's very
And-
strong. Please don't try.
Giant, calm down.
He
And
killed
this
my
is what I was-
men!
This is what I was
Giant.
trying to avoid, Mr. Dragon.
And-
Oh dear, I'm gonna get myself a glass of wine.
Yeah, and
Get me one too.
yeah, Rafe, you hear in your head, go for it on my signal.
Giant.
Next time, please listen to the pirate.
Giant, look. I know it's bad. He killed your men. However, is it better that we make him mad? We already shot him and decimated, and he is not dead. Do you think that is someone that you want to make an enemy out of?
He already proved himself an enemy by killing my men.
Please say you didn't kill his men.
Oh, I did.
They're very
Why?
dead.
Oh god.
I wanted to put their names to the test. They failed. At this
You're not
point-
helping.
At this
They
point,
were doing their job.
you hear an explosion as there's a little explosion right next to him, and he needs to. And Reef, you know that as the signal.
Jump and go!
Oh dear
Oh
God.
god.
Alright, let's see. Alright, he beats. He doesn't have evasion, so he takes half damage. 15 points of damage. Ow! Ow! Hot, hot, hot! That misses?
Alright. Action surge.
That does hit.
I'm gonna
And that was
attempt for the grapple.
Alright, 12, 24.
Shit.
24
Love it.
plus 30 points of damage. Ah! Ooh, this. Ah. Alright, yeah, and
I attempt for the grapple.
yeah, he is going to solidly beat that.
I'm going to strength of mind him.
Okay.
Uh,
And after this, I would like everyone who's taking part to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
I wanna
don't
get
want to kill him.
I'd like
that's
to get her
7 damage, and if he fails the save, he's
Oh,
flies
that's
15
not
feet
supposed
back.
to be to GM.
Oh, what was that?
For strength of mind, he has to do a strength save or get thrown 15 feet back.
Right? I think you can make that pretty decently. Does that beat?
Okay. Yeah, that beats.
Alright. Ah, really? Well, more entertainment for me.
Oh God, no! Please.
I just want to get the mother away and sort of be between her and the combat,
Alright.
sort of body block if I can.
And Mortals will go on Jain's turn.
Even if I have to go under the table.
Alright.
Damn, you got some good initiative.
So I'm not actively attacking him, just
Oh, God.
defending the mother.
Yeah. Alright.
So do you want my initiative or not?
Take it.
Yes, that's all I'm doing.
Okay, because Decima doesn't want to fight, but should I still do the initiative?
She's not gonna fight, don't roll initiative. Just say what she's doing to stay out of it.
Oh, well, in that case, never mind. Amon is just gonna be rummaging through the kitchen for wine.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Is
Alright.
Decima just
Decima's.
running back
Yeah,
to the
she's-
kitchen?
Well, no, she doesn't want to go near this. She's
Alright.
probably gonna do the same thing Moxie's gonna do and try to get Mom out.
Yeah.
So if she sees Moxie going under the table, Decima's going under the table too, and
Right.
we're gonna try to get her out.
Alright, roll me initiative, Vivi.
Okay. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Wow.
Oh my god.
Cool. That's cool. That's
Alright.
cool.
Amara, it's your turn.
I gotta change the name of that token.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm going to attempt with hook, line, and sinker again. Shit.
Alright, that first one's a miss. Second one is a miss. As you do hit into him, but you do feel a clink.
If the target is hit, nope. I'm gonna push him away with strength of mind.
All right, strength save. Did the music go quiet for anyone else, or is it just me? Oh, it
There
just.
we
Right.
go.
It was Lupin.
Oh god. All right. Jesus. He succeeds. And you take half the damage, so 3.
Just yeah. And then Ramier will kick open the door
You
with
do-
his action.
you
Got
do-
the mobile.
Yeah.
And
Alright, and as he kicks open the door, you see a blindfolded man, not a eye-patched man, next to an immortal, feeding a turkey leg to a wormling.
peculiar. And I run outside the other door.
Alright. At the end of your turn, going to look at the immortal next to it. Just look him straight in the eyes. And he is going to... Oh. Actually, let me... 40 foot. Okay, so let's see. What is 40 feet here? You all are really trying my patience, and you know what? I don't appreciate it.
Oh, fuck.
Are we? Did we get a long rest or something? Or
Yes,
I
it's,
can't remember.
it's
Yes.
been a long rest, so 1, 2... Oh, he can actually level almost the entire house.
No, please don't.
As he just decides to... I will very easily destroy this house if you all don't stop. And to prove that point, he's going to turn to the immortal next to him. And he is going to
Is it even his
No.
turn?
No, don't.
grab him by the throat. Natural 1.
Chips a tooth on the armor.
Yeah, no, the immortal manages to duck his actual head out of the way before Icerazar takes a bite. I know, that was just a
Ooh.
legendary action, so he couldn't have... So he just grabbed him by the
Awesome.
throat. Never mind. Malric, it's your turn.
Hmm.
I don't know why I thought it was his turn. Am I retarded? Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
very, very much so.
Oh, you silly bitch.
Hmm. There's a lot of things I can do. A lot of it are bad to do inside. A lot of it would burn this house down.
Don't you fucking do it.
Sarazar is if he isn't.
Guess he's gonna have to call upon his training that he was given from his teacher and subsequently by the conclave. Drop the immortal! It's gonna force ballista him.
This is...
Oh well. Let's see. That was just a bonus action to fire that thing. Scorching Ray.
Oh god.
Fun.
Oh, don't worry. He has to aim this one, and you know he doesn't have terrible aim. Partially.
Hit. Hit. No, that second one's a miss, and that last one's a miss. Just... Really?
Look, I don't really know you. Apparently they do, but apparently you guys aren't on good terms. So, you know, just leave?
We're on the best of terms, you fool. And with that, at the end of your turn, oh, never mind. It's going to be Sor who needs to make the deck save as his legendary action. He's just going to yeet this immortal at her.
Oh god. I'm good at deck saves.
So that's 24. Alright. You completely avoid him, but then Jain's in the path.
Oh god.
No. He's
Well,
already
it
fucked up.
depends. He's not gonna dodge. Big armor buff boy.
He also succeeds. Somehow. Oh, so this poor immortal goes flying all the way, and that would also push him through the doors with the forces being thrown. So he
Oh
really...
god.
So
Oh fuck.
how many feet is that?
Not 80.
Alright, 80. Alright. Just still alive, but he's very hurt over there.
Oh god.
Thor, it's your turn.
Okay, Sor is just looking like she is done with everything. It's like, can everybody just stop destroying the house? I said, Asar, you had no right killing Jane's men, but I will not have more fighting within this house.
And Jain, still keeping his axe up. Icerazar is healing a bit more. The hole has closed, and he's reattached an arm. Hey, they started it by attacking me.
You started it and you know
killed
it.
his men.
They shouldn't be going around with a provocative name like Immortals.
It is a pretty dumb name.
Jain glares at you.
What? I mean, you're not immortal, you do die.
Get the impression that if he wasn't in the middle of fighting this guy right now, he would definitely crush you with his axe.
Look, I do not want more fighting in this house and not around my mother.
I'll stop if they'll stop.
And she turns to Jane. Jane, I am sorry for your men, but please, I do not want more fighting here. It is not worth more bloodshed. You are already hurt.
Looks down at you, very angry. And he is actually glaring at you, not out of anger of you, just general hatred. Fine. But I will find this man, and I will kill him again.
I can bring them back.
Alright, and he shouts out in a booming voice. Alright, everyone, lower your weapons.
Thank you.
So, is anyone else gonna pursue combat?
No, I'm just sort of trying to body block the mother.
Yeah, and Kyle, you do... Ooh, hear him shout that out. God, yeah! Alright, and you hear in your head... Actually, I'll just tell this to you. And Icerazar just kind of starts cracking his bones back into place. As Amon, you see Hightailers want to know what's going on behind the door, but Ren pulls her back and just keeps feeding her food. And Jain, he takes his men and orders them to leave this room, and he just storms off.
I'm gonna go over to Soar. I'm gonna be like, I can bring them back if we can get diamonds.
Do I know if we have diamonds?
So they've been dead for longer than a minute.
Oh.
I have raised dead because I am a level 9 cleric.
Oh yeah, also, I noticed your hit points didn't change. Did you take the average?
I don't know.
Alright, well, I'll calculate
figure
that
it out.
after the session, alright?
Yeah. But yeah, I have raised dead, so if we can chill for a while.
Yeah, Sora wants to wait till her mother gains consciousness and to talk to her.
How many of them were there that died?
4.
4? Okay. And if as long as we can get diamonds, Decima can bring them back. One a day. One a day, baby.
I don't think we've got that kind of time.
Also, is anybody else not hearing the music?
I don't hear music.
No, I don't hear the
No.
music.
Ah, fun.
No.
Rhythm broke.
He's not actually playing music.
Yeah, rhythm broke. Let me... Well, you all can RP while I try and fix this, and I think... Now, it's too early for a break.
For a break.
Yeah, it's too early.
How long would it take you to bring them all back?
Well, it takes like an hour, but then I would need to sleep it off.
Oh. Well, the problem is that I am being hunted and we don't know when we are to arrive.
We could bring them with us.
Uh,
There's plenty of room on the boat.
yeah, but we can't get out from here. We probably gonna have to take the tunnels underneath the house.
Don't we have a bag of holding?
Are you suggesting we're stuffing?
Well, they're dead already, and I feel really awful for Shaheen men.
I could bring them back if you wished.
No, they'll be undead.
What? No.
I know.
Why do you associate with this guy?
Because I gave them their best gifts.
Decima looks really guilty.
So, as it happens, you're the most identifiable one among the group. We can disguise the people they identify enough, you might be able to sneak past.
That is true.
They don't know who I am, so I could carry her out. They might not attack me.
Carry who?
I have disguises right here.
I can turn myself invisible as neat too.
Well, okay, one thing at a time. Sarasar, I hope you better repay Jane in some way for the men you murdered.
Should I?
If you have... No, why am I even talking to you?
Were you just about to say if I had any decency?
Yeah, then I'd remember who I am talking to.
Good. So,
Decency's overrated.
I will say, I could actually solve your problem.
Oh? How?
Do you have a...
What the fuck?
that big lizard outside is annoying, but... it'll have to do. And
If you do anything to Anuni...
And he walks out, and as soon as he steps out into the sun, you do begin to see him smoldering a bit. And then he seems to walk up onto the ceiling. And you hear the roof heave. Just... And then suddenly, It stops.
Sora's going to go outside to check what he's doing.
Yeah, Decima's following.
You don't see him. And
Decima looks up.
Anuni is glaring, and up above, you see Sor, a carbon copy of you.
What the?
Oh, goodness.
I decided to keep my voice for this. But can I come in? It's really, really hot out here. Well, well, no, I already left. So could I please come in?
Didn't you already come in?
Yes, but once.
No, he has to be invited in.
Yes, which is
I
why.
thought
Which is why I asked your mother the last time. Well,
you only needed to be invited in once.
no.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
I pull him inside. No, I'm joking.
I don't think you have the authority.
If you'd rather, and it has to be from you, Sor, if you'd rather, I could, well, in this form, go around spreading all sorts of terrible rumors about you.
She's already labeled a murderer.
Yes, but what about a child murderer?
No!
Oh, fuck.
So
I
can,
don't see how that increases the problem. I think that still just counts as murder.
so, can I come in?
Yes, you may come inside, you cunt.
Oh, God.
Thank you, and he steps in. Ah,
Don't make me regret it.
I won't. Oh, I wonder if I could.
Don't you fucking dare.
Nah. But my proposition is simple. I leave while looking at you, well, looking as you, get arrested, and then they bring me off to jail, and then I just simply break out.
Uh-huh.
Well, then Eddie will be coming to look for me.
Yes,
I
but
mean,
you'll be long gone by then. Hmm?
you could. I mean, you don't technically die from simple means.
No, it takes a lot to kill me, and I will say that if those immortals had kept up, they might have actually done a good job.
How's we have the immortals shown you in?
Good work.
That clears him. That distracts the guards. That makes them think they have Sore.
I've always wanted to be put in handcuffs by a big, handsome man.
It's great. I recommend it.
Oh god. Anyway, my point was in. I mean, since you don't die by simple means, perhaps I'm probably gonna be charged guilty and executed without a proper trial in this godforsaken place.
Want me to sit through the whole trial? Oh, it's so boring.
Wait, you could just fake suicide in her cell.
Yes.
You don't have a heartbeat. They can't really check.
Fair enough, and if they do, I can just kill them or charm them.
Wait, what if they try to like parade her head around? Does the Shard do that kind of stuff?
He looks
Do
like he
they?
could survive it.
Yeah.
I mean, but still.
Just charm them not to parade your head around.
Yeah,
Does-
he looks at you, Ramar, and he just winks at you.
I honk the clown horn again.
I'll honk your horn, boy, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
I reach into my pocket and pull out manticles.
Decima just looks like horrified, just like, oh no.
You're stuck at the door with the.
And
Oh,
the worst
God.
part is, I think Decima realizes that he can say anything he wants as Sore, and people can believe it, because
Yeah.
he can change his voice, he's just choosing not to in this situation.
Well, you go get arrested. So we can get ready to leave.
I could just walk him out the front door.
I don't even get a goodbye kiss to my betrothed?
Please don't do anything.
Don't
Please
test
don't do
your luck.
And with a very shit-eating grin, she
Not letting
says,
go of her.
fine, and he holds out his, I'm just gonna say he holds out his hand for Ramir to lock him up.
Ramir slaps him on.
I'm going to tell Jane about all this. He doesn't worry and think he. And Sora's off to search for Jane.
So if he wants, if he has diamonds, I can bring at least 1 or 2 of his men back.
Can I?
Her over there.
Do I know if we have diamonds?
Most likely not. Also, he does begin to smolder, or as he steps outside. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a problem. Hold on.
Just say you have sensitive skin.
Yeah, they won't believe that. I need to get my ring on. There we go. And he stops smoldering.
Yeah. I know there's still another edition called Penumbra.
Well, we can probably get diamonds.
Alright, so you're going to go to the soldiers, Ramir, and turn quote-unquote Thor in?
Yep.
We disguise the real Sora and we sneak to the boat.
Alright, and he is actually putting up a mock fight the entire way. And yeah, you see, Giant at this point is, all the immortals are pointing you to the direction of the impromptu war room.
Alright, she heads towards she goes to the doors and knock.
And the 2 immortals look at you and they just kind of get very rapid but slight head shakes. Like, nah, you don't want this.
Don't do it.
What? As in, don't knock, or you don't need to knock?
You don't want this. And as they do that, you hear the splintering of wood.
Oh boy.
My husband.
Husband? What?
She just mutters that and she still knocks on the door.
What? I told you I do not wish to be disturbed.
Jane, it's me.
Not right now.
It is important.
And he throws open the door. And you see that where this table and chair once stood? It's been completely turned into splinters, and the piano off in the corner has been reduced to a fine ash.
Grandma's grand piano.
I apologize for the mess.
It is fine. It is in your right to act out. Anyway, I am to inform you that what is happening at the moment. As much as of a cunt, Lord Isarasar is to help. He has disguised as me and is off to take him to be arrested.
If I ask you, what is your favorite color? Say, blueberry.
She looks confused at him and like, okay.
Where's his eyes? He looks like you, correct?
Wait, what?
Giant asked you. He looks like you, correct?
Yes.
So, he is not here right now, which means that from now on, if we ever meet again, it could be him.
I see. Yes.
Good. and in my case, I will respond with the same thing.
Understandable. He is, as I was going to say, he is going to be taken to arrested by Reme. So you look like the good guy to turn me in. And then he's gonna fake his own, my death.
I realize that might not hold up for long, especially if you continue with your, how should I put this? Savior act? Not act, but heroism is the word.
Well, it will buy me time.
Very well then.
Also, if we are to collect some diamonds, my friend Decima has offered to bring back your men.
I will have a... No need to wait around. I will acquire the services of a Nubian priest.
I see.
Is that all?
That is all?
Fuck off, Phoebe, you bitch! Huh. And then I presume you are to leave the city now.
That is what we are planning to do.
Good. I will send you letters from your mother, and I will ensure that she is of the utmost security.
I trust you. Watch out for... you know.
Oh, trust me. If I ever see that corpse again, I will have him ripped into 1,000
Oh.
pieces.
Not him. A certain other Genasi.
Ah. She would not be so bold as to approach me, now that she knows that I know of her existence.
Yes, and I will be on the lookout for her as well.
My God.
Oh my fucking god!
Did you hear what she was saying to him, though? The vampire man?
I
Oh,
mean,
Lord.
yeah.
My
I mean,
lord.
I can see it.
Oh god.
Oh,
She got the
with this-
papers.
Yeah, with that, it's like, she's like, I'll let you go back to take out your frustration on the rest of the remaining of the table.
No need. God fucking damn it. Alright, so, we're gonna go back to Ramir. You do bring, quote unquote, Sore to the blockade. Oh my fucking... No, I think the worst part is that Icerazar would definitely charm her into saying something like that.
Oh god.
No. Make Sora's mom thirsty.
Oh my...
No.
No! Also, every
Make
time
her thirsty for that
Oh
oasis.
god, every time I say Icerazar, my phone thinks I'm saying, "Hi Siri." So you bring them to the blockade, and the soldiers... There's a good 30 or so of them that you see, Ramir, and they're all aiming their weapons at you. Halt!
Ramir just doesn't say anything. And instead, like, pushes the prisoner in front.
Oh. That did not come out how I meant. I want to shoot myself. I want to shoot myself. Oh my fucking god.
What did you do?
Oh, you didn't
What
hear
did
it?
you say?
Oh,
No.
You didn't hear me?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
thank fucking god.
No, what did you
I'll
say?
hear you in the
Goose?
fucking recording.
Yeah, what did you say, Goose?
No, I meant...
fuck you say, Bo?
Okay, so Ren,
Oh, God.
while all this has been going on, I will say that you have been feeding Hightailers, the golden dragon wormling who has been removed of her wings. In the
I've
kitchen.
been what? Her?
Feeding her.
Oh, feeding. I said beating her. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, wait a second. This is.
We're not flying.
What the hell is happening? Can somebody catch me up?
Okay, so this golden dragon wormling, the party found, she had her wings removed by a chromatic dragon. And
Damn.
she's been in the care of Jain, but she really wants to travel with the party.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been brought here to this house, and she immediately decided to raid the pantry. But since you and Vivi were AFK, I decided that you and Vivi were helping her raid the pantry.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, I would definitely be raiding that pantry. I'm hungry as fuck.
You're always hungry.
I'm so hungry. I'm so fucking hungry, bro.
He's a hungry
Alright,
boy.
so,
I got 0 rations.
as you approach, okay, so anyway, what I was gonna say was that I meant to do like a, like as if she was being pushed, but it came out like a full-on,
I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah,
Ren's Vajova, Vajova signals are tingling.
Oh man! Oh fuck!
Oh my god, don't
You
die.
right there, Wheezy?
Motherfucker got leper.
okay, I'm alive.
I wish I could laugh loudly.
Oh god. But yeah. Fine, you know what, if you all really want it, Hightailers did go about it like that.
Oh God.
And gather looks of very heightened concern from the entire group before an officer says, wait, is that the fugitive? Are you turning her in?
Ramir nods.
Wait, are you one of Jain's men?
Nods again.
Why didn't he come himself?
He's going to
Silence.
grab his mask, adjust it a bit, and go. He thought this matter was below him. As it is for someone of his caliber. I handled this quite well myself.
They begin muttering. And then you hear you just hear one of the mercenary adventurers in the back shouting, of course those damn highborns think they're too good to bring in criminals. Bring her here.
I pick him up, and I start pushing to get him going.
I don't want to jeopardize it, because at the same time, if he fucks with you, I'm going to fuck it up, because, like I did with that thing earlier. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God. So, he reluctantly accepts, though he is very clearly fighting you.
And if he fights a bit too hard, I'm gonna do a show of power and strength of mind him and push him forward.
Yeah, and he'll willingly fail that.
Slide him across the ground a bit.
Yeah, that happens. And at that point,
please,
like,
please stop moaning.
I'm sorry.
Sliding across the ground.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
So at that point, the entire group is looking at her in disgust, and they just pick her up and drag her away.
as they're like taking her away, I take the horn out one last time and honk it.
Oh my fucking god. So, I assume you make your way back?
Yep.
Alright, you make your way back.
I've probably been at the elders by this point.
Alright,
I'm going into the kitchen to get some of that wine.
alright.
Yeah, did I find a new wine?
Yes, you do. A lot.
Excellent. I've drunk half a bottle, and as soon as I see him coming to me, I'm gonna have another one in my hand. I'll just hold it out.
Have I seen Ramir yet?
Just now. This is the first. Well, you did see him.
As I kicked open the door to run past him.
You were feeding Jaitir a turkey leg, and all of a sudden he just kicked open the door, ran through the kitchen, and kicked open this door.
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. He's cool.
Who was?
Hey, he's buddy.
Okay.
His name's Ramir.
Feeding. It's okay. You'll get your wings back. I think. I don't actually know if that works.
Oh god.
I pop the cork of the wine and I lift up the mask slightly to drink it through my second mask.
Oh my god. What are wings?
Good God, Kakashi, hold up.
Yeah.
Masks unmasks. I like your style, man.
God, that reminds me of how in Halo 1, if you cheated a bit so that you could see in the cockpit at the ending, Master Chief would just take off his helmet to reveal another helmet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not like another face mask. It's like just a cloth across his face.
Neat. Didn't they do that in Mass Effect 3 when like the Tali takes her mask off on what's it scene, but you can't see her face, but if you pan it around, it's just like it takes off her visor and her...
I think so.
Oh god.
Yeah, and at
Yes,
this
they
point,
did.
Sora, your mother's still unconscious because that was pretty
I'm
scary.
I'm trying to tend to her on the floor.
Yeah, she doesn't seem hurt. She was just very shocked.
It's the vapors. You're good.
Got her head on my lap, stroking her head, trying to.
Yeah.
She's a noble lady. They're delicate.
Yeah.
It
When
was more
Sora
so the fact that he was standing up on one leg with a hole in his chest and his head bent
Mm.
180.
Yeah, but as Sora comes back, she walks over to you, Decima, and says, do not worry about Jane's man. He will care for it.
I'm not sure I trust your mother not to invite the vampire back in.
Oh right,
Um,
they have a temple. I just feel awful because it was Iserazar and
I know, but both of us know, and before she says anything else, she just quickly glances at her mother, making sure she's unconscious, and right now he's a cunt. Sorry for the language, but he is one. And
Again, why are you associating with him?
well, I
That's
mean,
a
it's not like
very
we can
long
fight
story.
him.
Yeah, he is a big isn't he a bronze dragon?
I don't quite know, but it's a very long story.
Should we all be in the same
Bronze
room?
or brass or bronze?
No, you remember that he was bronze.
Yeah.
The bronze
No, but I
or
mean,
brass.
okay.
Mm,
I was just because Ammon was in the
yeah.
kitchen, so I was just like, can he hear?
It's a
I didn't
very
close the
long
door.
story how we met him.
Well, could you please do not, associate with those who are of the undead variety? I
Well,
don't
I mean-
have a very good experience with those.
I'm sure. It's
Mine?
not like I tried to associate with him out of choice, but he gave me a Sunny's talent, and he said that he could bring Nicholas back, and
He seems to say a lot of things.
He did give me my boots, and they've been quite useful.
Doesn't give me anything.
You
He's
one
from the
day.
same world as me, so I kind of feel like I have to help him out.
To be fair, you
He's
also
lost.
know that he's from the same world of you, but he's from the part of the world. Like, he's from the Saurus of your world. Just.
Oh, I know, he's from the shitty place of my world, but I'm just... Amon's being Amon here.
So it's gonna walk over to her mother and check up on her.
It's less of a friendship and more of a.
I'd say it's a forced friendship, but you know, that's just me.
I mean, again, when an ancient vampire dragon comes and has a relationship offer for you, and it's friendship, you might want to take that.
And
Not often.
Ren, you would hear this considering you're literally just right around the corner.
Yes,
What am I hearing?
I
Yeah,
don't
you're
think
hearing
even.
it.
Oh.
I don't think even Asani could fault me for not wanting to smite him or kill him. He's very strong. And
Yeah,
he
you
would-
take the relationship, you take the friendship when he offers it, because he could be offering you, you know, a big
Death.
whole...
He could
Yeah,
offer
yeah.
us death.
There you go.
He did offer us death, and we took the alternative option.
Yes. But then we did sneak out of his mansion.
I wasn't even around for that.
No.
He was just being a dick in that town.
Yeah, well, that's I saw.
Anything I can do to sort of hasten her waking up? I'm moist, so that
As
helps
far
with
as
her
I'm
head.
concerned, she's in good hands now. I mean, they're not coming here trying to burn down the building anymore. We can leave. All we gotta do is make sure her, and it points to swords, just like doesn't look like her.
Yeah.
Can't you cast that invisibility spell on other people?
Yeah, it only lasts a minute. But we could put a cloak over her, like a big heavy one.
That could work.
Fair, if you cast invisibility on her and she just moved
It lasts
all
for an
she
hour.
could to the ship, she would be able to just get there within a few turns. So,
Yeah.
Let me put you all on the city map now. It's only 200 feet per block. Ships are about there. She can get about 120 feet per turn. So in about 4 turns.
I think you
It's
can consider
doable.
multiple people.
Oh, that goes up to an hour on invisibility. I was looking at greater invisibility. I don't have...
I think it lets you target multiple people with higher levels. So
Yeah. So we don't need to be invisible. Just her.
yeah, some of you might be recognizable.
They don't care about us. They just wanted her head.
Yeah.
So,
They
are we
did
taking
this.
your mother?
No, she is safe here with Jane.
Right. I'm gonna stand up with her, and I want to take her to her bed. I will. I'm not gonna stop
Yes.
anyone following me, but I'm gonna voice that I'm taking her back to her bed.
Yeah, Soul will follow. She just hopes that her mother wakes up.
Right, yeah, and she does seem very stable. It was just a very big shock.
Yeah.
I feel obligated to help her, given my patron.
Could try healing her. She's just unconscious.
I don't have any healing.
Well, I have no healing.
I can lay on hands, or if anybody comes to me, it's like, lay on hands. I'll be like,
You could heal her on the way past. We gotta go to the stairs.
Yeah, the
well,
poor.
I don't know. You guys coming through the kitchen?
Yeah, the poor paladin is just right there feeding a dragon.
Yeah, we'll come for the kitchen.
Eating a fucking gold dragon. What the fuck? I don't even know what I'm doing. Ren's just sitting there, just bewildered by what's happening right now.
Yeah, we come for the kitchen. So
If you come through the kitchen and ask, I'll like, oh, I don't have any lay on hands, but I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Reef has.
No, you would have lay on hands. It's been a long rest.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give her 1 point of lay on hands.
So, this delicate noble lady wakes up in the rough pirate's arms.
What? Where am
That's
I?
gonna be interesting.
Where am I? What happened?
That
It's a very long story, Mother.
So I was wanting to speak to you.
As I've
Oh, yes.
been wanting to speak to you.
should try avoiding that vampire in the future.
Vampire? Which vampire?
Do not mind. She just looks at you, Moxie, just like Ixnay on the vampire.
Do you know where Lord Icerazar is? I had a terrible nightmare.
He had to take his leave, but he did send you his regards, Mother.
If I didn't know better, I'd think he was trying to court me.
Decima makes a face like, oh no,
It's
no.
like, no. He doesn't fall for women.
Oh, this is gonna backfire so hard.
Oh man. Decima does a double take when Sor says that, like, what?
Oh my god. Yeah.
When when he hears about this.
Oh man. Well, I mean, he was saying something about Jain being
Yeah,
Big handsome man.
Yeah, but at the
Amon's
same
gonna
time-
like his jaws are dropping, be like, I knew it.
But yeah.
um
She giggles a bit. Yeah. Yes, I'm. Well, he was pleasant company. He read me bad poetry.
So I heard.
Yeah, I never knew he could. Some of those authors I've never even heard of.
He's a
Very old man.
fascinating man. Yes.
he's a very old man. Oh my god.
One of them, he said, what belonged to an Elminster of Waterdeep.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Anyway, Mother, how are
I
you
was just gonna
feeling?
Exhausted. How are you, dear?
I am much better now, just seeing you are well. And
I am glad you are well as well. I was worried that, well, you speaking with your father did go terrible.
you can say such thing. That is actually a thing I wanted to speak about. During my travels, it came to my attention I knew or heard who my actual father is.
And you want to know?
I wish to know a little bit, yes.
I would like to put her in bed before you talk about this because it's none of my business. And I stayed up.
Oh god. I can stand it, dear, and she tries to get you to let go of her.
Absolutely not.
Can you please put my mother down?
Put her in bed when she's good and ready.
I don't need bed. I can stand as I am.
Lady, I am religiously obligated to tend for you.
Just let it happen, I suppose. And she just follows Moxie towards her mother's bedroom.
Yeah. Which you all forgot about something.
Oh, the corpses.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
They're dead men.
Yes. Yeah. So you're just going to.
I'm gonna try and distract the mother.
Wait, I mean, you had to investigate to see that they were dead earlier.
Yeah,
I'm gonna distract
and
the mother.
He didn't really
Get it to-
investigate. He just. It was one of those situations where he didn't investigate because he sort of knew.
So she doesn't need to have. Don't give her the time to invest.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of
Power
point
walk.
her to lock eyes so I just look down
Okay, that
at the
works
corpses.
until you get to the guy who's slumped on the floor.
Nah, I gotta keep her distracted. Her eyes on me.
It's hard to not notice a man on the floor.
She must be enthralled with a very attractive lady.
She is the man is literally on the floor. Right outside her bedroom.
Nope. She needs to look at me.
Oh god.
Quick, kiss her.
No.
Oh
You know.
no.
She sees the
If you
body.
do, I stab you.
Like, no matter what you're gonna do, she's going to see the body right there.
Oh god.
Just put her down on a chair in the dining table.
I seduce your mother.
Wait, are we still?
What?
Where are we?
No, I gotta
You're
figure
still.
something out.
Oh my Yeah, you're on the world map.
Yeah.
But yeah, you. I'll just do it. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, you are going up. So like, you could just sit her down on the, at the dinner table.
Yes, do that.
Sure, let's do that instead.
All right. So, you set her down on the dinner table, and she takes a deep breath. Thank you, but yeah. And Ren, during that, the Hightailers is giving chirps and trills, kind of like a baby crocodile.
No,
Aw,
that's so
I'm just gonna
adorable.
keep feeding her chicken. Here you go. Tastes good. Okay, here's another. Here you go.
My God.
I'm just gonna have one chicken leg for myself. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, she sits down in the chair and. Could you tell me this one thing though? Why do you want to know?
Yes. She so starts and then she just stops herself. It's like, I cannot lie to you, mother. To truth be told, I met another Genasi and foolishly she told me how she got granted wishes from her father. Foolishly I thought perhaps if I met my own I could get a wish as well. There's things that have happened that I might have wanted to wish for better things.
I don't think he would agree to that. He's dead anyway, so I can, and no one else can say this, so I can say this freely. But your father was the one man I truly loved, and I do think he felt. Ow. I do think he felt the same about me. But when he let me go and returned, he never wanted to. He told me that he didn't wish to speak with me again, and despite that he that despite the fact that he did truly love me, that it wouldn't do him or me or you any good if you were to speak with him. He has far too many enemies. All of them would jump at the opportunity to hurt one of his children.
I see. Well, that
I can tell you his name if you wish to know.
yes, that would be at least something, I suppose.
And with that, I think now's the perfect time to take a break.
Oh God.